Hey everybody, it's Patricia and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to go over what I consider my Halloween palettes. I have some palettes that are definitely Halloween themed to me, and some of them are definitely are supposed to be Halloween. A couple are not in your face Halloween, but to me I just feel Halloween vibes from. And I noticed I have just 3 brands. I'm looking, all my eyeshadow palettes are over here, and I don't know, I think I have others that I could kind of squirm in there, I guess, here and there. But I'm just gonna stick with these. I've got like in my Huda, I've got a green palette, I have a red palette, you know, the 9 pans. I don't think I'm gonna add those today. I think these are just what I consider gives me Halloween vibes, where the green palette and that red palette don't necessarily give me Halloween vibes, but I could easily use them for Halloween. Okay, let's get started. First, I have one from Jeffree Star, believe it or not. He does have a pink religion palette that is shaped like a book, like it's supposed to be a Bible, but that's not Halloween to me. It's pink eyeshadows that I feel more springy time with pinks. So, but what I do have that kind of gives me Halloween vibes is his Bloodlust palette. I recently ranked my Jeffree Star, and over Labor Day weekend, just like I thought, he had one of his amazing sales. He had some palettes for $13. He didn't have a lot to choose from, but he had some in there. So I was tempted, but I had already purchased another palette. I was waiting for it to come, so I'm like, no. Those weren't a have to have, and I'm like, even though it's a great deal, no, I don't think I need it. So I always keep this one in its packaging because look, it's crushed velvet. I love this. I love the packaging on this. It feels so luxurious, but it gives me Halloween vampire vibes is what I get from this. Let me open it up and take the plastic out. Look at this. This is it. These purples and this color right here. I'm gonna stick my finger in it. Let me grab a wipe because I am real careful with this palette. I do not want to mess this palette up. But I'm gonna stick my finger in Executioner. I think, look at that. Can you see that? I'm gonna do it like they do it and put it on the palm of my hand. That's how Jeffree does it. I don't know if you can see that. I'm hoping. Let me bow down here. I hope you can. It's not a black. It is a deep purple with pink micro glitters in it. Maybe you can see it. Maybe there we go. Maybe. I'm sorry if you can't see it. It's gorgeous. It's not a color you would use all the time. I guess the artist in me just loves color, but I have made some amazing looks with this palette. This is so pretty on. I loved it more after I started playing with it than I did when I just first opened it. But yeah, I got this palette for $11 a few years ago from a Jeffree sale. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. All right, carefully put it back in its box because, yeah, there we go. So that one gives me Halloween vibes without being kind of presented as Halloween, right? Next, these two are from Lunar Beauty, and you probably know what they are. They're definitely Halloween palettes. It's Moonspell Volume 1 and 2. Here is Volume 1. Where's mine? There we go. It looks like a spell book. I love this. I absolutely fell in love with this. I'm wanting a volume 3, but last time I looked, volume 2 is still available on his website. And I figure as long as that is still available, there won't be a volume 3. So here we go. This is, out of both palettes, this one I think has the better color story. I'm sorry, it is so shiny. It is just messing up the color, the light balance here. Sorry about that. There we go. Let's swatch some. Prue. They're all named after witches, famous witches. So Prue is very pretty. I'm gonna do the back of my hand. I think I'm not one for the palm of my hand. I don't think that works for me. Phoebe is pretty. There's Phoebe. Yeah, we got all sorts of names. We've got we got Hermione's in here. We got Bonnie from Vampire Diaries. Who watched the Vampire Diaries? I get that finger. It's been swatching a lot today. It's stained. Vampire Diaries, which then, you know, turned into the originals, which turned into Legacies, and I've watched all of that. I know. I enjoy all that. So anyway, all of these are named after famous witches, and I'm cleaning a little. My mirror looked a little dirty, so I'm gonna clean it while we're in here. That's my new resolution. When I'm in the palette, if it needs cleaned, it's gonna get cleaned. There we go. So that is volume 1. It is, I think, the better color story of the 2 volumes. Volume 2, here we go. Let me take it out. It's a little bit bigger than volume 1. You can't tell. The size is a little bit bigger. There's a few more pans, I think, in this one. And he went with pinks and purples and some orange. And I'm okay with that because he's got the first palette. I'm okay with that. I would suggest, he's not watching me, but if he was watching me, let's have some greens. Let's do some greens, some blacks, that would be good. You know, dark, grungy colors, because these are bright. These are bright and vibrant. Let's have some grungy shades. I think that would be pretty cool. So these again are named after more witches. Maybe he's run out of witch names. Maybe we should name them. Oh, do the black palette and base it on warlocks, male witches. We got Harry, we got Ron, we got the twins, the Weasley twins. We got the Twilight dude. I didn't watch Twilight. Sorry, guys. That one I just didn't get into. We got so many of the male version. I think I am going to contact Mr. Manny and Jess. I don't know that it would do any good, but I think that would be great. And do greens and blues and grays and grungies. All right, who we got in here? We got Sally and Jillian. Who loves Practical Magic? I love Practical Magic so much. I have watched that movie over and over and over and over again. And they're based on books. I've read all the books. And they're filming right now, part 2. I am so excited. I can't wait. So in honor of that, let's swatch Sally and Jillian. Sally and Jillian. There we go. Yep. I'm so excited. Can't wait for part 2. It'll be next year. My friend Lynn and I, we are just absolutely, we're like on the edge of our seats waiting for more from Practical Magic. Here we go. Let's put the paper in and put it up. So that's my 2 moon spell books. I would like a third. Let's round it out. An even 3. An uneven 3. An uneven 3, I think, would be good. Now, that's all I have from Lunar Beauty. I have a mermaid palette, which could be Halloween, and then I thought, no, I'm not going to add that. That could be summer, you know, mermaids in the summer. So anyway, it doesn't speak just Halloween to me. These palettes really just scream Halloween. Now, next I have, let me kind of put them in order. Not order how I like them, but order how Halloween they are, maybe, or I don't know. Next, this one was not sold as a Halloween palette. I don't remember what time of year it came out, but it's the Nomad Chicago Speakeasy palette, and I keep it in its box because of its packaging. It is like a flocked, and I don't want it to get messed up. So here we go. Look at that. That screams Halloween. Look, you got purples, greens, and like burnt orangey colors. This is Halloween to me. Although it can be worn any time of year. I like that it's kind of a more pastel-y, if you'll notice. I mean, it does have the dark colors too, but you can create a pastel looking kind of look with this palette. I just think this is just such a beautiful palette. It's so fun to use. For Halloween purposes, I'm gonna go into Aviation and Southside. There we go. The green and the purple. Very pretty, very pretty. So that is the first of the Nomad palettes. The next three are straight up Halloween. Straight up. First in the Halloween. I have them how they were released here. I've got the Nomad Haunted Europe. All three of these have lenticular covers. So you've got, and that light is not helping. We've got a lady, just you know, someone, and then we've got, oh no, can I get it? Can I get it to, it's hard with this one. Maybe you can see that. Let me move my face. There. Maybe. Yeah, she's in the dark. She's got like some sort of covering over her, and she's holding a skull. I know it's kind of hard to see. It's kind of give me vibes of those, what were they called? Memento Mori pictures, where when someone would pass away back in Victorian times, you know, photographs were expensive. So when somebody passed away, they would have their photo taken. And so, like, if it was a child, the mother would cover up in some kind of cloth and then be holding the child up. So that's what this gives me vibes of. But let's look inside. There we go. Greens, and there's a little bit of purple, a little bit of orange, a little bit of green. This one's really kind of grungy tones to it. This is not my favorite Halloween palette, but I don't dislike any of these, believe me. I love them all. But out of all the Halloween palettes, this one is not my favorite. Let's look at Highgate Cemetery. Highgate Cemetery, by the way, if you don't know, is in London, and it's where George Michael is buried. Just a little bit of trivia for you there. There we go. That's Highgate Cemetery. Big Bad Wolf. All those fairy tales, like Grimm's fairy tales, are from Germany. That's where the big bad wolf would come from. That's pretty. Those are pretty together as a Halloween colors. That gray and that green. So, anyway. Haunted Europe. There we go. Next. This is my favorite Nomad palette. It's a Halloween palette. But I can wear this palette year round. And if you know me, you know. It's the Ghost Town USA. Still my favorite. It is still my favorite. So we go from a regular Wild West town to a ghost town. There we go. I love this color story. Absolutely my favorite color story. Not over the top Halloween. Grungy kind of. But oh, I can wear this palette year round, and I do. I love this palette. Still my #1 palette of all my palettes. This one I would have to replace if something happened to it. Absolutely would be my first thing I replace. It's just, I just love all the looks I can create with this palette, and I love how they look on me. I feel good wearing this palette. I love this palette. Absolutely love that palette. And then last is my brand new one. It is Witch City, Salem. So we got just the witch house in the pretty fall, and then at night the witches come out to play. I hope you can see that. And this is very much Halloween. You've got Halloween here. I am loving this shade. I'm not gonna swatch it right now because it turned my finger red. I just filmed the swatches of this palette, so I've got a red finger. If you want to see the swatch, you'll need to go see that. I'll link it at the top up here. There we go. Oh, this is so pretty. This is my second favorite Halloween palette. This is my first, and then Witch City would be my second out of all of my Halloween palettes. Nomad, I love Nomad. I love Nomad's formulation. I love their colors. I love their packaging. I love their themes. It's just straight up my favorite. So I do love my moon spells. I do need a third one, Manny. We need a third moon spell, and then I'll leave you alone. But I think we need one more. I think we need to round it out with, I know it's an uneven, but hey, we're talking witches and Halloween, and I think it needs to be a guy themed. Oh, warlock themed. Uncle Arthur. Oh, we need Uncle Arthur in an eyeshadow. Oh my word, yes, we do. Okay, anyway. Guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. I really would appreciate that. That helps my channel out a lot. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. How do you feel about Halloween? I know probably some of you are not into Halloween, and that's okay. I love Halloween. I always have. And if you're new here, I would really love it if you would subscribe. So guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.